Greetings, I'm Jared Friedman, president of Code 4 Software, here to tell you about the W3S, the Water Waste Warning System. It's our entry for the Samsung Artik Makers Against Drought Challenge. The W3S was created to encourage leadership by example for municipal governments by preventing water waste at the most senior level. The drought in California has captured everyone's attention. Over the past year, I noticed several articles about hefty fines being handed out to people who were guilty of wasting water by municipalities who were also guilty of wasting water themselves. No one wants that kind of situation, but sometimes due to bureaucracy, there's no one around to claim responsibility until it's made the evening news. Such waste can cause a loss of confidence in leadership and lead to non-compliance of strict water usage rules. Hey, the public says, if they are running their water, why can't I run mine? It can seem a reasonable argument to an aggravated citizen. If only city and town managers could get a phone call within a few minutes of the sprinklers being turned on or other water waste, then they could save face, save water, and encourage public compliance with leadership by example. And that's where the W3S comes in. We know that most municipalities in California are strapped for cash and short personnel, which is why we endeavored to make the W3S as inexpensive as possible. We designed all the components in-house and use additive manufacturing techniques to keep costs down. We eliminate injection molding production runs that have expensive setup fees. By making the housings as needed, huge per-unit savings are achieved. Our software is also top caliber, utilizing Microsoft ASP.NET MVC with Bootstrap and AngularJS, which connects to an Enterprise SQL 2014 database. Each customer can have multiple facilities, which can have multiple controller modules, which can have multiple sensors, and each with its own action flow, which is our method of handling communications routing. To make our SMS and voice responses, we chose Twilio as our communications API provider. So now it's time for a quick demonstration of how the system works. What we have here is a full setup with 6 sensors, just to show you that the sensors are plugged in with a telephone jack. And a quick look at the sensor here. Telephone jack, it plugs in, it's pretty easy to set up. What I'm going to go ahead and do is get it started. And now it's trying to do its thing. It's trying to handshake with the network, make sure it's all hooked up. And it's trying to get an SSID handshake. Looks like it's got an IP address. And it's going to start polling every 15 seconds. We'll let it poll once, and then I'll go ahead and spray it. This is actually set up, so it's actually going through my server into the database, so I'm going to show you that in a moment. And there it was, it's first polling, and I'm now going to go ahead and spray sensor 1 with some water. It's nice and saturated. It's every 15-second polling, so we have to wait for it to go ahead and poll again. And there it goes. And it should have been a value that's going to set off the alarm. And there it goes, that was quick. And so let's go take a look, and there it is, sent from the Twilio account. And it said that it detected the water was on. So there you go, that's the full system running and done quickly.